Meet Miss Thompson, a high school math teacher who turned her class around using data. Miss Thompson, like many educators, faced challenges in managing her classroom. Students were disengaged, homework completion was inconsistent, and test scores were less than stellar. It was clear something had to change. Then, Miss Thompson started looking at the numbers. She began collecting data on her students' learning patterns, their areas of difficulty, and their progress over time. From attendance records to quiz scores, every piece of information became a piece of the puzzle. Armed with this data, she tailored her teaching strategies. For some, she realized they needed more hands-on activities, while others required more visual aids. She discovered that not all students learned the same way, and by catering to individual learning styles, she began to see a transformation. Student engagement improved, homework completion rates rose, and test scores began to climb. So, how did Miss Thompson manage to harness the power of data for her classroom? Let us explore the process. Data collection starts with identifying what you need to know about your students. First, let's talk about setting objectives. What do you want to learn about your students? This could range from understanding their academic strengths and weaknesses to gauging their socio-emotional development, or even identifying patterns in their attendance and behavior. Next, decide on the type of data that will best help you meet your objectives. For example, if your goal is to improve reading comprehension, you might choose to collect data from reading assessments. If you're interested in student behavior, you might find data from behavior logs or classroom observations most helpful. Now let's talk about the tools for data collection. You could use traditional methods like paper-based tests and surveys, or you might opt for digital tools that can automatically collect and organize data for you. Some educators find a mix of both traditional and digital tools to be the most effective. So where do you find this data? Some of the most common sources include student assessments, attendance records, and behavior logs. These can provide a wealth of information about your students' academic performance, engagement, and general conduct in the classroom. But remember, the key is to collect data that is meaningful and actionable. It's not about having the most data, but about having the right data. Once you've gathered the data, it's time to make sense of it all. Data analysis is a crucial step in this process. It's like piecing together a puzzle, where each piece represents a student's learning journey. The first step in data analysis is to look for trends. These could be overall patterns in student performance or behavior. Are there commonalities across your class? Perhaps there's a topic that a majority of students are struggling with, or maybe there's a time of day when disruptions are most frequent. Next, we delve into the patterns. Patterns give us a deeper understanding of these trends. They might reveal that students perform better in certain learning environments or struggle with specific types of assignments. Lastly, we turn our attention to outliers. These are instances that deviate from the norm. They might represent exceptional performances, unique challenges, or unexpected behavior issues. Outliers remind us that every student is unique and can't be boxed into general trends or patterns. But the journey doesn't end with understanding the data. The real impact comes from how we use these insights. Data can be a powerful tool when used effectively. Let's dive into how it can shape our classroom management decisions and teaching strategies. When we talk about data, we're not just talking about test scores. It's about attendance records, participation rates, behavioral observations, and more. All of these factors provide invaluable insights into our students' learning journey. By monitoring this data, we can track individual student progress. Are the students improving in their weak areas? Are they consistently performing well in certain subjects? This data-driven approach allows us to recognize patterns and make informed decisions for our students. Now let's consider the role of data in setting goals for our students. With a clear understanding of where our students stand, we can set realistic yet challenging goals for them. We can provide individualized support and tailor our teaching strategies to help them reach these goals. Data also plays a significant role in making instructional adjustments. Maybe your students are struggling with a particular concept or topic. By analyzing the data, you can identify these areas of difficulty and adjust your teaching methods accordingly. Classroom management is not just about maintaining discipline. It's about creating an environment where every student has the opportunity to learn and grow. And data can guide us in creating such an environment. So how do we use data effectively? It's about being mindful of the data we collect, analyzing it with a discerning eye, and using it to inform our teaching strategies and classroom management decisions. As we've seen from Ms. Thompson's story, using data effectively can truly transform a classroom. So, what have we learned today? We've explored the pivotal role of data in classroom management. We've delved into the process of collecting data, how to analyze it effectively, and use it to monitor student progress and identify areas for improvement. Instructional adjustments based on this data can greatly enhance the learning environment. Remember, as educators, we have the power to use data to make informed decisions, just like Ms. Thompson, to create a supportive and successful learning environment for our students.